Hi everyone, my name is Cindy Faye Swain and I have a company called Planabrand based in Santa Barbara, California. We specialize in global brand development and licensing. I welcome you to this webinar. I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I am a former Warner Brothers executive and I worked in the licensing arm for over 20 years. I was Bugs Bunny's agent, which was really fun. And I also represented other intellectual properties such as Batman and Cartoon Network, Hanna-Barbera, The Matrix, and Harry Potter, just to name a few. Obviously, I was working on major brands and learned all about branding and marketing and business development. My skills took me around the world and into global business. In 2003, I decided to become an entrepreneur. I took my business and people skills and brought them to mainly smaller business entities so I could help them to build confidence in themselves, their products and services, and give them some tools on how to get the word out. I realize that some of you may know a lot about this topic and some of you may not, but I am sure all of you will get something out of the presentation. Branding is more than a name or a logo. It's the creation of an overall image that consumers will identify with. A brand is not communicated only through products, but through social media marketing, websites, logos, customer service, storefronts, advertising, and marketing strategies. Everything should work back to a central brand, message, theme, and have a unified look and feel. Brand is the personality that identifies your products and services. Your logo might reflect what your product is, but it might not. It might be something that looks cool, that has nice color, that is nicely designed and interesting. If you sell skis, that doesn't mean you need to have skis in the logo. What it needs to do is communicate. Some people consider psychological aspects, an experimental brand associated with thoughts, feelings, perceptions, images, and experiences. This becomes linked to the brand creating some sort of a feeling. Perhaps you use blue, which is a very soothing color and something we will talk about later on. Logos expand over time. Services change. Leave room for that change in your communication, but make sure the original mission is on target. The feel of your brand should be conveyed in your logo. Shapes, colors, and design all should be representative of who you are as a person and a business. It should convey some personality, too. How will it look in front of a blank background, a white background, on signage? Are there negative spaces? Here are some famous brands and the logo history. If you take a look at NBC, you can see how it's changed since the 1950s until today. If you look at the bottom logo, which is the most current, you will see that there are different colors, and each color represents a part, an entity of NBC. And if you see the peacock in the middle, it's facing towards the right, which means that it's looking towards the future. A couple of other things in these logos, if you look from the 1950s up until now, there's a lot of blockiness in the logos, and you can't apply that very well on product. That's why there's a white background on the newest logo. Same thing goes for the Macintosh Apple logo. The first logo was kind of complicated and hard to read on an instant. And now it's simply gradations and it's got a white background. Same thing with Coca-Cola. If you look at the logo from 1886, it was very simple and had a white background. And then they went through all kinds of changes with red in the background. Finally, in 2009, they came around again to a very simple logo with white in the background. There's no block. It makes it very easy to apply to product. Which ones do you like and why? How do they make you feel? Take these ideas and think them through on your own business. So, what's in a word? Why don't you make a list of 10 keywords that best describe what you do? Do you have a unique selling proposition? Head and Shoulders, for instance, you get rid of dandruff. Oil of Olay, you get younger looking skin. FedEx, when your package absolutely positively has to get there overnight. M&M's, the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand. What is your company name? Is it easy to say, and does it mean what it says? How does it sound when you say it out loud? Does it roll off your tongue? Now, I can't go any further on this topic of branding without talking about our current day reality, social media. This is branding and marketing at its ultimate capacity. Life is in session every second. Once you're branded, you don't have to wonder anymore whether or not you're conveying your message. Now you just have to market, and market some more. This is a social media calendar, a real basic one that I put together to kind of show you what it might look like. Listing down the left column, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, blog, website, and some of the things that you want to say, starting in the morning, and then the mid-morning, noon, and afternoon. And from research that I've come across, it seems as though tweeting between the hours of 9 and 3 are best. Here are some demographics about social networking and the time spent on social networking. And as you can see in these graphs, women exceed men in social networking in terms of the percentage of reach by age and gender and by the time spent on the internet on social media. And this is information that I got from Joanne Blakely, who studies the impact of mass media and entertainment on our society. She works at the University of Southern California. Now I'm just going to talk about color for a couple of seconds here. And as I said earlier in the presentation, blue is a very soothing color. It represents harmony, peace, optimism, and luxury. Red is a very bright and vibrant color. If you look at fast food chains, most of them have red in the logo. The greens, wealth, fertility, calmness. So depending on what your business is, consider the color. You have a brand, you own your brand, believe in your brand. Join the branding convo with Planabrand. Visit us on Twitter at Planabrand, Facebook at Planabrand, the blog at planabrand.blogspot.com, and the website planabrand.com. Thanks so much for joining this presentation. See you next time.